the hooks are the big man.
And then
All
when he
the
says
ladies
out loud,
want
I wonder where my car keys are, I still don't say
the
it.
ring on the Mario. See, he is a
But then he asks me, do you know where my car keys are? I look at him in his face and I say, have you checked your butthole? I have not seen your keys, but since you're asking me, you better check out that butthole. Of course I'm not serious, I don't think it's up inside your big brown business. But a funny thing to say to someone who's lost their shit and is stressed out visibly. When I see the best man starting to sweat, I don't say it yet. When I see that little ring bearer cunt getting yelled at by his mum, oh, I still don't say it. When I see the groom asking the vicar if they can wait just another 15 minutes, I do not say it. And when the father of the bride starts organising an ad hoc emu bob of the courtyard area, I want to, but I do not say it. It's the 11th hour with 300 congregants under God's roof. The vicar approaches the mic and suddenly all of the chatter goes mute. He says that they've misplaced the rings. Could anyone possibly know where they are? I know it's my time and all heads turn as I stand and say, Vicar, have you checked your butthole? I have not seen your ring, but have you checked your ring? My ring, I mean butthole. Love is patient, love is kind, but if you ask me where you can find literally anything you've lost before, I'm gonna suggest that it's up your butthole. Where's my phone? Is it up your butthole? I lost my loan. Have you checked up your butthole? I'm losing my patience. Where is your class? Up your I just lost my grandma. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Are you capable of not saying she's up my asshole? Of course. My condolences. I'm not looking for a silly joke right now. Yeah. What are you looking for? Honestly, just like a shoulder to cry. Have you checked your butthole? Maybe you found your dead grandma up there too. I fucking got you butthole. My family hate me. This might be the reason that I've got no close friends. Fucking worth it, baby.
Welcome to the internet. Have a look around. Anything that brain of yours can think of can be found. We've got mountains of content, some better, some worse. If none of it's of interest to you, you'd be the first. Welcome to the internet. Come and take a seat. Would you like to see the news or any famous women's feet? There's no need to panic. This isn't a test. Just nod or shake your head and we'll do the rest. Welcome to the internet. What would you prefer? Would you like to fight for civil rights or tweet a racial slur? Be happy, be horny, be bursting with rage. We got a million different ways to engage. Welcome to the internet. Put your cares aside. Here's a tip for straining pasta. Here's a 9-year-old who died. We got movies and doctors and fantasy sports and a bunch of colored pencil drawings of all the different characters in Harry Potter fucking each other. Welcome to the internet. Hold on to your socks, cause a random guy just kindly sent you photos of his cock. They are grainy and off-putting. He just sent you more. Don't act surprised, you know you like it, you whore. See a man beheaded, get offended, see a shrink. Show us pictures of your children, tell us every thought you think. Start a rumor, buy a broomer, send a death threat to a boomer, or DM a girl and groomer, do a zoomer, find a tumor in your. Here's a healthy breakfast option. You should kill your mom. Here's why women never fuck you. Here's how you can build a bomb. Which Power Ranger are you? Take this quirky quiz. Obama sent the immigrants to vaccinate your kids. Could I interest you in everything, all of the time? A little bit of everything, all of the time. Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime. Anything and everything, all of the time. Could I interest you in everything, all of the time? A little bit of everything, all of the time. Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime. Anything and everything, all of the time. You know, it wasn't always like this. Not very long ago, just before your time, right before the towers fell, circa 99. This was catalogs, travel blogs, a chat room or two. We set our sights and spent our nights waiting for you, insatiable you. Mommy let you use her iPad. You were barely 2, and it did all the things we designed it to do. Now look at you. Oh, look at you. Unstoppable, watchable. Your time is now. Your insides out. Honey, how you grew. And if we stick together, who knows what we'll do. It was always the plan to put the world in your hand. Could I interest you in everything all of the time? A bit of everything all of the time. Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime. Anything and everything all of the time. Could I interest you in everything all of the time? A little bit of everything all of the time. Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime. Anything and everything and anything and everything and anything and everything and all of the time.
Somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these will be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
I was thinking about the band, I was thinking about the fans. We were underground, loading merch in that 12-passenger van, in a small club in Minnesota, and the snow outside of First Ave. I just wanted my name and a star. Now look at where we at, still growing up, still growing up. I would lay in my bed and dream about what I'd become. Couldn't wait to get older, couldn't wait to be some. Now that I'm here, wishing I was still young. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would've told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Wish I didn't think I had the answers. Wish I didn't drink all of that glass first. Wish I made it to homecoming, got up the courage to ask her. Wish I would've gotten out of my shell. Wish I put the bottle back on that shelf. Wish I wouldn't have worried about what other people thought and felt comfortable with myself. Rooftop open, and the stars above. Moment frozen, sneaking out and falling in love. Me, you, and that futon, we just begun. On the grass dreaming, figuring out who I was. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would've told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Never thought we'd get old. Maybe we're still young. Maybe you always look back and think it was better than it was. Maybe these are the moments. Maybe I've been missing what it's about. Been scared of the future, thinking about the past while missing out on now. We've come so far, I guess I'm proud. And I ain't worried about the wrinkles around my smile. I got some scars, I've been around. I felt some pain, I've seen some things, but I'm here now. Those those good old days.
You don't know what you got till it goes, till it's gone. You don't know what you got till it goes, till it's gone. I wish somebody would've told me, babe, someday these will be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you'll regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
Oh, violence does call me, I've answered before. I'd made many enemies, I'd settled my scores. But I did grow weary and I settled down and proudly bore the weight of my crown. I lived on my lonesome away in the far, where there was no violence to trouble my heart. I'd hung up my sword and I'd raised up my hoe, and I lied as I said that I never would go. But came a cry from a man that I'd known, someone to whom rare compassion I'd shown. And so I opened up my door to the man who promised me blood and war. Oh, woe to thee, ye people of order, I hope your homes continue to smolder, and that you never rise again and leave me be and leave my friends. I followed him far to a distant land, where he had been exiled by one single man. His horns, they were wicked, his power was great, and you looked in his eyes and were swallowed by hate. He took me to shelter his humble abode, a pitiful cavern his comrades called home. He handed me bedding and bid me adieu, and I sat and pondered on what I should do. For I craved violence, I craved to be free from the people who wish to control me. Yes, I believe in anarchy's reign. I know that dictators only bring pain. Oh, woe to thee, ye people of order, I hope your homes continue to smolder, and that you never rise again and leave me be and leave my friends. I prepared for battle, I hoarded and escaped, but I did not know all was not what it seemed. My allies unstable, their loyalty thin. Yes, we would have victory, but what would we win? The battle was chaos, blood roared in my ears. The chain of explosions, they looked up with fear. They set up a leader and shouted hoorays, and I shuddered and realized that I'd been betrayed. Is this what you want? Corruption and power? Well, I won't stand for it. This is my hour. Take on these beasts. I'm now friend to none. If you think you're a hero, then die like one. Oh, woe to thee, ye people of order, I hope your homes continue to smolder, and that you never rise till silence was all I could hear. The voices once screaming now hummed in my ears. The cold, it was lonely, but I was alone, and I promised that I'd not let blood take my home. But then came a message from my only friend. A warrior, hide or else this is the end. They bound up my wings and they hunt for your head. They promised me justice, but they'll see you dead. They came to me with an arms battalion, held an axe to my innocent stallion, and said, now it is your turn to bow. See how the king has fallen now. They raised an anvil and laid me below. They thought to crush me, painful and slow, but I did live and I did flee, and I put my pick through the butcher's teeth. Oh, woe to the people of borderline. Your homes continue to smolder in love. You'll never rise again. And woe to those who called me a friend. Returned from battle all tattered and worn, and stumbled upon a poor child forlorn. He told me his story, he told me his woes, as I thought up a plan for our mutual foes. I stealthily went to familiar lands, as I gathered my weapons and laid out my plans. When the poor child spoke with friends he had known, he abandoned our mission and left me alone. I gathered my hounds and made them devour the allies I once knew. Sweet friendships now sour, and let explosions rain from on high, and gladly bid my final goodbye. Oh, woe to the people of border. I hope your hearts continue to smolder in that you'll never rise again. And woe to those who called me a friend. Oh, woe to the people of border. I hope your homes continue to smolder, and that you'll never rise again. Now leave me be, for this is the end.
When my roommate comes into the room looking for his car keys, I don't say it yet. And when he gets me off the couch to check underneath the couch cushions, I don't say it yet. No. And then when he says out loud, I wonder where my car keys are, I still don't say it. But then he asks me, do you know where my car keys are? I look at him in his face and I say, have you checked your butthole? Get up, butthole. I have not seen your keys.
But since you're asking me, you better check out that butthole. Of course I'm not serious, I don't think it's up inside your big brown business.
But a funny thing to say to someone who's lost their shit and is stressed out visibly. When I see the best man start to sweat, I don't say it yet. When I see that little ring bearer cunt getting yelled at by his mum, oh, I still don't say it. When I see the groom asking the vicar if they can wait just another 15 minutes, I do not say it. And when the father of the bride starts organising an ad hoc emu bob of the courtyard area, I want to, but I do not say it. It's the 11th hour with 300 congregants under God's roof. The vicar approaches the mic and suddenly all of the chatter goes mute. He says that they've misplaced the rings. Could anyone possibly know where they are? I know it's my time, and all heads turn as I stand and say, Vicar,
have you checked your butthole? I have not seen your ring, but have you checked your ring? By ring I mean butthole. Love is patient, love is kind, but if you ask me where you can find literally anything you've lost before, I'm gonna suggest that it's up your butthole.
where's my phone?
Is it up your butthole?
I lost my loan.
Have you checked up your butthole?
I'm losing my patience.
Check your anus.
Where is your class?
Think it's stuck up your ass.
I just lost my grandma. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Are you capable of not saying she's up my asshole? Of course. My condolences. I'm not looking for a silly joke right now. Yeah. What are you looking for? Honestly, just like a shoulder to cry.
Have you checked your butthole? Maybe you found your dead grandma up there too. I fucking got you, butthole. My family hate me. This might be the reason that I've got no close friends. Fucking worth it, baby.
Welcome to the internet. Have a look around. Anything that brain of yours can think of can be found. We've got mountains of content, some better, some worse. If none of it's of interest to you, you'd be the first. Welcome to the internet. Come and take a seat. Would you like to see the news or any famous women's feet? There's no need to panic. This isn't a test. Just nod or shake your head and we'll do the rest. Welcome to the internet. What would you prefer? Would you like to fight for civil rights or tweet a racial slur? Be happy, be horny, be bursting with rage. We got a million different ways to engage. Welcome to the internet. Put your cares aside. Here's a tip for straining pasta. Here's a 9-year-old who died. We got movies and doctors and fantasy sports and a bunch of colored pencil drawings of all the different characters in Harry Potter fucking each other. Welcome to the internet. Hold on to your socks, cause a random guy just kindly sent you photos of his cock. They are grainy and off-putting. He just sent you more. Don't act surprised, you know you like it, you whore. See a man beheaded, get offended, see a shrink. Show us pictures of your children, tell us every thought you think. Start a rumor, buy a broomer, send a death threat to a boomer, or DM a girl and groomer, do a zoomer, find a tumor in your. Here's a healthy breakfast option. You should kill your mom. Here's why women never fuck you. Here's how you can build a bomb. Which Power Ranger are you? Take this quirky quiz. Obama sent the immigrants to vaccinate your kids. Could I interest you in everything, all of the time? A little bit of everything, all of the time. Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime. Anything and everything, all of the time. Could I interest you in everything, all of the time? A little bit of everything, all of the time. Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime. Anything and everything, all of the time. You know, it wasn't always like this. Not very long ago, just before your time, right before the towers fell, circa 99. This was catalogs, travel blogs, a chat room or two. We set our sights and spent our nights waiting for you, insatiable you. Mommy let you use her iPad. You were barely 2, it did all the things we designed it to do. Now look at you. Oh, look at you. Unstoppable, watchable. Your time is now. Your insides out. Honey, how you grew. And if we stick together, who knows what we'll do. It was always the plan to put the world in your hand. Could I interest you in everything all of the time? A bit of everything all of the time. Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime. Anything and everything all of the time. Could I interest you in everything all of the time? A little bit of everything all of the time. Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime. Anything and everything and anything and everything and anything and everything and all of the time.
Somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these will be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
I was thinking about the band, I was thinking about the fans. We were underground, loading merch in that 12-passenger van, in a small club in Minnesota, and the snow outside of First Ave. I just wanted my name and a star. Now look at where we at, still growing up, still growing up. I would lay in my bed and dream about what I'd become. Couldn't wait to get older, couldn't wait to be some. Now that I'm here, wishing I was still young. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would've told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Wish I didn't think I had the answers. Wish I didn't drink all of that glass first. Wish I made it to homecoming, got up the courage to ask her. Wish I would've gotten out of my shell. Wish I put the bottle back on that shelf. Wish I wouldn't have worried about what other people thought and felt comfortable with myself. Rooftop open, and the stars above. Moment frozen, sneaking out and falling in love. Me, you, and that futon, we just begun. On the grass dreaming, figuring out who I was. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would've told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Never thought we'd get old. Maybe we're still young. Maybe you always look back and think it was better than it was. Maybe these are the moments. Maybe I've been missing what it's about. Been scared of the future, thinking about the past while missing out on now. We've come so far, I guess I'm proud. And I ain't worried about the wrinkles around my smile. I got some scars, I've been around. I felt some pain, I've seen some things, but I'm here now. Those good old days.
You don't know what you got till it goes, till it's gone. You don't know what you got till
Oh, violence does call me, I've answered before. I'd made many enemies, I'd settled my scores. But I did grow weary and I settled down and proudly bore the weight of my crown. I lived on my lonesome away.
Turn this mic on here. How's everybody doing? Yeah, so I hope you guys were enjoying the queue. These were just a select few of some of Cee Cee's favorite songs. He had a very eclectic
taste.
Yeah. You know, I never knew.
Very good though.
Yeah. So anyway, we're all gathered here today because unfortunately, Cee Cee, a few days ago, he was battling cancer and he passed away. And
it was a 3-year long fight. He
yeah,
toughed it out to the end. He was,
yeah,
and that's why we didn't stream
Sunday. Yeah,
because that's when all of us found out. And even then, we wouldn't have streamed anyways because my power was out.
It kind of hit us like, you know. I mean, death always kind of throws you off guard. Like, oh, he's dead, really? Oh, geez, you know.
Yeah, at first I thought Goodway was messing with me. You know,
No.
I thought it was like, oh, you're real classy guys. You know, playing a prank on.
I wouldn't do that. You know, that's the thing.
And I'm like, he's gone. And
yeah,
then, like, it sunk in.
It did. Yeah.
Wow.
And he was. I knew him from the Echo server. He was a member of the kind of like extended community for a very long time, and I don't necessarily consider myself to be like the closest to him, but I definitely do remember him in the VCs. You know, he seemed like a good dude. He was always giving people advice. You know, very. I don't know. How would you describe his voice? He had kind of like a very like low, sort of, you know, kind of grovelly
Kind of
voice.
Like not quite paladin, but like almost an octave deeper than that.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
he
yeah.
Had a very, he was very, he had a, it lended a lot to his charisma. It did
Yeah.
lend a lot to his charisma. You know, it was a very deep, it was a very wise voice.
Yeah. Because he was always like telling people, you know, little. He was giving people little kind of snippets of wisdom. He was definitely trying to pass some stuff down before he, you know, before the time came. You know, that's kind of the shitty thing about cancer is you don't know when it's going to take you. You know that your days are numbered, but you're like, am I gonna survive? Am I gonna am I gonna make it through this? A lot of people were hoping he would make it through. Unfortunately, he didn't. But you know, he did some good things in his life before he passed on. I know he made it so that a lot of people, I think, took a lot more chances because of his advice. You know, just went out there and did some things. He is responsible for two of our friends, finally getting the courage to break the ice and ask each other out. And that's a relationship, I believe, that's still going on today. And yes. I think, you know, that is part of his legacy. That is how, his memory sort of lives on. And I think that Ket and Clown, you know, remember that. Hold on to that. Because I know Ket was he was like Ket's best friend. You know, they were really, really close.
Those two were tight. They were two peas in a pod tight.
They were.
I've seen them in call. They were tight.
Yeah.
Like they were almost brothers.
Yeah.
You know, he was I wasn't the closest to him, but I did know the guy. You know, he really did like share a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
With me on like you know what to do and how to conduct myself the best I can. You know, sometimes I wish I took his advice a little better, but
oh yeah, he knew you could say.
Sweet,
yeah, he was. Oh, that's good. Yeah, because that's the thing. He did seem like a very worldly dude. I think he was only in his 30s, right?
Yeah,
like
he was older than most of us.
Yeah, but he was very like he felt like he'd been around the block. Kind of, yeah, that sort of thing.
Well, if you knew him, you knew that he definitely was around the block.
Yeah, he had some stories. I think he was a chef. Was he ever bartender? Did he ever do that?
I believe he was a bard. I remember him
Yeah.
saying something about it. Had been a little while since I hadn't spoken to him much within the last year or so, and I wish I called him a little bit more. And,
Yeah.
checked on him a little bit more. But I was like, well,
Yeah.
Ket's checking on him, so
Yeah.
it's like I don't want to intrude too much. People
Yeah.
that have cancer and stuff, I try not to intrude too much in their lives unless
Yeah.
it's like a relative or something.
That's
he
the.
was not a bartender. Okay, I
That's
was thinking.
okay. No, he wasn't a bar. Right, sorry. I think that Ket was the bartender, and they were close. That is the thing about people who are going through that sort of treatment. Is sometimes they do isolate themselves. In the end, they want to sort of. They don't want to die alone, but they want to kind of face it alone. I know Norm Macdonald. He did that. He kind of talked about that. Yeah, he is really gone, Rat King. I wonder if I could find some more comments from the beginning here that I could read. So that we, Chris came back. I don't know if you guys remember Christopheles. Chris.
He's one of my best mates.
Yeah. Sincerest condolences to everyone. I've only just heard the news. Rest in peace, Cee Cee. He will be remembered.
Yeah.
And,
hey, Shaniko too.
Yeah.
The Rat King. Got the guides.
The Rat King is here. Everybody's here. And there's some people there's some people that didn't really know Cee Cee, but you guys probably would have loved him. He was a good dude.
Yeah, he was one of my favorite. He was one of the first guys I think I ever made friends with in Echo. He was in the community in general. He was probably in like the first 5 or so people I really got meeting with.
Because that's the thing.
Kind of like when I stepped out of the lurking area.
Yeah, because a lot of us kind of knew each other from the greater rogue internet man community, that YouTuber, and then there was a DFE. And then when that happened, we all kind of went to Eco. That was sort of the refugee server. And in Eco, that's sort of when a lot of people started getting out of their shells. That's when people really started finding actual friendships of I'm not just in this community. I know these people. These people are cool. It was nightly VCs. It was a good time. It was
We all shot the shit. It was
a good
fun as
memory.
fuck.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it didn't last forever, but we do have the memories, and they're good memories.
And of course, out of all those guys, Cee Cee was one of those guys that we always stayed on good
Yeah.
terms with.
Oh,
no matter
yeah.
what, because he was such a solid dude.
No.
He was a very kind soul.
I don't think he had a single enemy.
Nope, not a single one.
Not a single
I
one.
can tell you that for a fact. And if anybody has an enemy, well, they can go.
Yeah.
Well, it's a memorial. I'm not going to say anything bad about other people.
Yeah.
But if they're not enemies, if they're not friend, if they're enemies with Cee Cee, then they're no friend of mine.
Yeah, they're no friend of mine. Yeah.
He was a good man.
He really was a
brave
good dude.
man.
Yeah.
The bravest of all of us, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think out of all, yeah.
The bravest of all of us.
The thing is, I was because we were kind of talking about it in my server, and Cash is here too. Cash said something. It was kind of nice to hear. Kind of sad. He was like, I didn't know Cee Cee, but based on the way you guys are talking about him, I definitely would have wanted to meet him. And I think
that says good about a person.
That says a lot good about a person. That, you didn't even meet the guy, but based on what people are saying, you're like, wow, he seems like an upstanding dude.
He was, out of all the people, he had the most amount of manners. There were some rude people, and Cee Cee was not among them. He was one of the people with a few actual good manners.
Yeah. I was one of the rude people. I was terrible.
I wouldn't say you're okay. You weren't that rude.
No.
In comparison.
I was pretty rude.
I've met some rude people, but you and Cee Cee, not one of them.
Yeah. And Laughing Helm was here too. I miss staying up late with him and everyone. Those were good times. They were good times. And there are times that, nobody can take away from you. Is the thing. Mm-hmm. Clown and I were going to invite him when we got married. Yeah, that sucks, man.
Can't take heart in this.
You know what?
Spirit.
You know what you could do is just have one of those They do this in the army where there's like all these different tables. People get invited, they get sent to their seats, but there's like one table that's sort of empty, and maybe you have that one like that's the Cee Cee table,
or like a seat dedicated to him. Yeah.
Yeah, or something like that.
Or a toast dedicated to him as well. Probably that'd be a good.
Yeah,
a dedicated toast to him. He'll be there in spirit. I got a feeling he'll be there in spirit.
Because when you die,
he wouldn't want to miss it.
Yeah, because that's the thing is when you're gone, it's not necessarily about your legacy. It's not about how much money you made or like how famous you are. It's about like the little things you did. The things you did to make people's lives better. And I know he made your life a lot better. He touched a lot of people.
Not very many people, do that and get two people together into getting married and are living together currently.
Yeah, exactly. People are affected by your deeds in ways that you can't even imagine sometimes. And Mushroom also, I have the same sentiment as Cash. I never knew Cee Cee personally. It sounds like a good man was lost, and I'm sorry for that. Yeah. He really was. And then a goofy cartoon as well. I feel like as long as you have good memories of a person, they are never truly forgotten. He may be gone physical, but he's here in spirit. And that's a good way to look at it, yeah. I know there's this like One Piece quote about, like you die twice. You die once when you die, and then you die a second time when, the last person talks about you. And I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon with Cee Cee.
Yeah, no, though I think Ket's family, because I'm thinking he's probably going to have kids at this point.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
probably going to remember, he's going to tell his kids about Cee Cee, and their kids are going to tell their kids, his grandkids will remember Cee Cee. I think Ket would do well to keep his memory alive for generations to come. Have it in the... Yeah. I'll remember him for as long as I live.
Yeah. It's kind of a surreal moment. You never want to think about, the people that you talk to online. You just wake up one day and one of them, kicks the bucket.
And it just...
Because people get sad. People get sentimental even about it's that meme of like, your one friend that you used to play games with last online 20 years ago, 5 years ago, that kind of thing.
That breaks your heart every time.
That breaks your heart. And then this is if I say anything awkward, I apologize. This is kind of a strange position. I've never done anything like this.
I've never spoken at a guy's memorial before. I'm learning too. This is a learning experience.
Yeah I think I spoke at my grandfather's memoriam, but this is very different for these sorts of goodly streams. The Rat King. It makes me thankful for my family members that had cancer and lived, and those who passed because of it. God bless him and his family. Yeah, there's some people
same thing with me. I agree, Rat King. I share that sentiment. I've had that happen to me recently, actually.
Because some people do make it out of it, and when they do, they understand, I think...
Life is precious.
It's that sort of thing. Sometimes you really need a shake-up in your life to realize how important life is, how, precious it all is. I don't know if that's ever going to happen to me, but, you see life differently. You appreciate things. And I think Cee Cee definitely did appreciate the little things.
He was definitely a guy that really did appreciate the little things in life, and that's probably why me and him got along, was because I also like the little things in life, and we just enjoy just the little things. We just talk about
I think I did I forgot, I did stream with him once. He had a channel, Cee Cee's Pixel Tavern, and when I searched it did come up. He had some streams with Zara, with Clown, with Ket. He would talk about various things. I think it was sometimes he would talk about Cobra. He would talk about lolcow stuff. He was into that sort of community, and he had a good voice for it. I think he had a very, like I said, kind of a grovelly baritone. I don't know if grovelly is the best way to describe it, but he was very like low pitched. It's funny because he had this avatar. I kind of tried to draw him a little bit. It was like a little like red panda. Helm drew it. And it's funny because on the stills he had to be like standing on books. But whenever I heard him, I always imagined like this big kind of grizzly bear red panda, like the turning red panda, kind of nursing a beer. Anyway, I'm sorry, you were saying?
No, he was like an octave deeper than like Paladin. If you know Paladin, then you kind of understand like how deep the voice would get. So it's like an octave deeper than that if you knew him.
And if you feel inclined, you can go back and watch some of those videos, sort of get a feel for the man and how he was.
He's a very good speaker. Outside of the voice, even if he had the worst voice in the world, he would still be a fantastic speaker.
Yeah. Very very upbeat kind of dude. I don't know if upbeat, but he liked to joke around. He liked to. I mean, we all did.
Well, he's very calm, but he was upbeat. He had
a wry sense of humor.
Oh yeah, no, the guy was a fucking riot when you get him going. He would tell some of the funniest fucking stories.
Oh yeah.
Really some of which I can't repeat on stream.
No, some of them were very
funny
vulgar.
As fuck.
Yeah. God.
Dude, yeah, no, you'd have had to have been there. They were the funny.
Yeah, they were. Very much a sort of man from Nantucket kind of story,
Oh yeah, no. Yeah. I'm remembering one of them.
Yeah. Joey has a little speech. The best speech I can give is that this is a time of remembrance. He would probably want this to be a celebration of life rather than mourning his death, which is probably true to an extent. Like I said, it's an awkward position. I don't really know. There's a lot of things that I could do on this stream that could come off as like disrespectful. So I'm just like, oh, what do I? Should I? It's odd, but we're all. I don't know how to finish that thought. Yeah, he was a good dude. He was a good dude.
He was a good. If anybody got anything they want to say for us to read out,
yeah,
probably
now would be the time. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be a good time to, really.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a shorter stream. I'm probably not even gonna play a game because now I've realized that I'm like I've like it really just hit me now that I'm like speaking at his memorial.
Oh yeah.
Oh, like I don't even feel like doing anything else. I'm actually like kind of sad about it now.
Yeah, that's the thing is that we were gonna just do it was gonna be like we had like a couple minutes at the beginning and then we go play
like about
Mario
30, 40
3.
minutes and then and we continue on. But
would you take
a song request? Yes, Pat.
I think we would. Yeah.
Since it's a special stream, we will.
Yeah. It is kind of funny that we're doing this very somber tone stream. Like I asked Clown to ask Lady Cee Cee, what were some of his favorite songs, and the songs were like a lot of them were just joke like "Welcome to the Internet," put that in your butthole. It's like right, and then right after that, like
they had a very eclectic taste in music.
Yeah. It's like that was put that in your butthole. Thank you for that. Welcome to this very somber affair. Web Noir, Lord Hurion.
Yeah, well, so do you want to play the music like once we were finished speaking and then we go back into a music queue?
Yeah, I think that's the thing is we have like a double queue this time, kind of a special.
Yeah, we'll have a double queue.
Yeah.
And we let people, talk amongst themselves and while the music's playing as we
I think
send it down the river.
This is the one time where me having a long queue isn't really me being a dick. It's more like, yeah, these are the songs that he enjoyed, sample them, kind of a thing. A good song is "Right Behind the Rain" by Phil Dutra. I haven't heard of that. Have you ever heard of that? Google?
Maybe.
Yeah.
The name's familiar.
I should probably.
Oh, we got
it. Oh yeah.
We got another one. Oh yeah. Amethyst Rose. Yeah. That's Dutra. We'll make sure to put that on for the double.
Yeah. What was the song again? Lord Hurion. Let me see. Yeah, Vidnor. I'm gonna look that up.
Bookending the stream. That's what I was saying. Bookending the queues. Yeah.
Yeah.
So all the requests we get here will bookend at the end.
Yeah. I think last time we talked, we were talking about like favorite memory or something like that. Do you have like a favorite memory of Cee Cee? Oh, jeez. Sorry if you.
Some of his really, some of his wisdom, of course, and of course a few of his, and of course some of his very funny stories.
Yeah. He was responsible for a lot of people like breaking the ice and finally asking their crush out is the thing. Like not all of it worked out. Yeah, he had
some of his really touching moments. Like he had some really, really touching moments from what I remember when I was in VC with him and Ket and a few other guys. There were some. I'm like, oh wow, I wish I had something. I wish I had something like that.
Yeah.
Almost, I'm a little jealous. I'm a bit green with envy for Ket that he had such a good guy.
That's the thing is, I feel like the memory of Cee Cee was like this one night we were playing Gardic Phone and he was drunk and I didn't know, like, I was kind of freezing up with what I was supposed to do to get into it wasn't Gardic Phone, it was like Jackbox and I didn't know the rules and I was kind of screwing up. And he started kind of like drunkenly screaming at me, and we had like a screaming match. That's my Cee Cee memory. It was kind of a fun thing.
Well, screaming match in a funny way, not
in
like
a funny way, yeah. Way. Not in a bad way,
like
no.
It's
funny looking like back. It's one of those things, yeah.
Screaming match.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly.
Are you getting all the song requests, by the way? Like, you're getting all the...
Well, there was one of them, right? There was... I have Lord Hugh. I don't know if I should be doing this right now, but yeah, I'm putting it into the Y2 mate. Get down on here.
I'm not sure if request or relegated to Cee Cee's music taste, but I feel like My Cosmic Autumn Rebellion by the Flaming Lips would fit perfectly for this.
Yeah.
I feel like that would work.
That would, yeah. This is the thing is, I was gonna play Piano Man. That kind of feels right, for some reason.
I think that's a good one.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a pretty decent. I feel like we do Ket's first.
Yeah, do Ket's first because he was the closest. Yeah. I think Clown said that he was into like jazz. What was like jazz fusion pop, kind of sounding music. Yeah.
He had good taste, though. I was listening to the queue when stream was getting going, and I was sweating bullets thinking about how exactly was I going to go about this. And I'm like, he actually has it's very eclectic, but it's very good.
Yeah. He had like a server, and it was kind of themed. Like, I think this is why I think he was a bartender, because he had like a little server for his friends, and it was kind of like bar themed. And his whole thing was,
atmosphere.
Yeah, and he would say, keep it classy. So that's what we're kind of trying to do here at this moment.
Well,
I don't know how
own
good.
Goodly and Kuko way, trying to keep it classy.
Yeah, I don't know how good we're doing at it, but yeah. All right.
If anybody else has anything they want to say, we'll read it down.
Yeah.
No, Ket, do you maybe have any words that you maybe want us to read out for you, or
I could read off the thing that Lady Cee Cee said. Right, this is something.
Did you get permission?
Well, what do you mean? Well, no, it was just dropped into my server one day. So yeah, Lost Human came in and dropped the news, and yeah, he like screenshotted the thing. Hold on, It says, "At everyone, I just wanted to let you all know Cee Cee passed away from cancer early on Friday morning. He fought every step of the way and was a brave soul fighting it over these past few years. He had hopes of one day streaming again, but the sickness robbed him of his energy and abilities to do things, especially towards the end. However, I know very much that he thought about you guys often, and in the end, he was able to become free from the pain that it caused him." Lady Cee Cee, yeah.
Okay,
So-
okay. I was thinking it was something like personal. or
Yeah,
something.
no.
I was thinking, I was like, okay, it's a public message.
Yeah. No, yeah, it was a public announcement, and then some people put some crosses, some people replied with like a sad face. I guess I'll read what I wrote. I guess it's a little bit of a... I might be repeating, yeah. "Not everyone here knows this person, but a good amount are at least somewhat familiar with the guy, so I thought I'd post this. You never want to think about people you talk to online passing away, especially that age. I talked to him before in a handful of VCs. Never felt that close to him. He was sort of like a friend of a friend. A lot of people feel like that when there's so many around, but he seemed like a nice dude. I think he knew this was coming for a long time, and because of that, he wanted to share as much good advice with anyone he could. He wanted to make an impact in some small way. I know for a fact he was the reason a lot of people around here started taking more chances, and he was even directly responsible for 2 or more people working up the courage to start up a relationship that, to my knowledge, is going on to this day." That's Ket and Clown. We never really know what kind of impact we're going to make on the world or how long we have. But if there's people that miss us when we're gone, odds are we did something right." That's kind of what I wrote, in response to that. Yeah.
That's actually a very profoundly beautiful thing, Goodway.
Oh,
I
thank you.
read it out like the night, or was that the night of, or was that?
Yeah, it was the night of, yeah, because I don't know, like, I think he, like I said, he passed away on Friday, and I found out on Sunday. I don't know if any of the other little, like, I don't know when the other, like, tide pool communities, because our community is very scattered, but I don't know when everybody else found out. But that's when I found out. It was Sunday.
Static. I guess for the context, I'd probably recommend rewinding the show.
Yeah,
probably.
yeah.
'Cause it'd be very awkward to talk about it all over again.
A friend from the old community passed away of cancer, and we're trying to remember him as best we can right now.
Also, Ket's got a little something to say.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
I'll let you read it.
No, you okay? I can only think of one thing to say about all this. Something that he ended every conversation with. Cheers. That's
We'll
good.
make sure to
Yeah.
end it with cheers. We'll
Make sure to end it with
that'll
cheers.
be the last thing we say on
Yeah.
the stream is cheers.
Yeah.
We'll all say cheers. We'll all sync up.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was gonna say keep it classy because that's what he said in his server.
We'll
is
keep
like,
it
always
classy, and
keep
then
it-
we'll say cheers.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
Good idea. Good idea.
Yeah, no. Ket really was a polite guy. And
No, it's just Cee Cee. You mean?
okay.
Ket's
Ket
polite
can
too.
be
Yeah, he's polite.
when he wants to.
Formal, yes, very formal man. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Cee Cee really was like he put up a lot with my shenanigans back in the day when God knows, I was asking for him to smack me across the head a couple of
Yeah.
times, but he never did. God bless him.
I never saw you. You were never really that, disrespectful as a guy. You were just kind of a dude. You seemed like a chill dude even back then.
God knows I was asking for it, but he never did. He'd always just he keep it.
He kept it classy. Yeah.
Yeah, he kept it classy.
Yeah.
And I always appreciate that. I'm trailer trash, and do you know it? I mean, yeah,
No.
but
I don't think you're trailer trash.
you're not quite trailer trash. Trust me.
You don't
You're not
even
quite
live in
trailer-
a. I don't imagine you living in a trailer. I imagine you living in a nice apartment.
Yeah, no, you live in a nice house, Kat. Come on. now,
Yeah.
I've seen it. It's nice.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen your kitchen. It's nice. Trust me, I know trailer trash. You're not quite trailer trash, Kat.
Yeah.
You're a little. You definitely. I mean, you can sometimes talk a bit like it, but not. But you're not
Yeah.
trailer park trash. Trust me, you're not.
Just because somebody's from the South, doesn't mean they're trailer trash.
Trust me, I've known plenty of people from the South. My mother was from the South.
Yeah.
Trust me, they're. Well, my mother's not trailer park trash either. She's, in terms of Southern women, she's fairly elegant.
Yeah. Very good, yeah. Oh, boy.
He was tiny homes are just
Gentrified trailers. Yeah, I guess so.
To be fair, though, I live in a garage, so I mean, what do I know?
They're talking about those like little, because they have those like little mini versions of houses, because things have gotten not so good.
In the housing. No,
But I think that things are going to get better. I think in general, just as a general statement, things are going to get a lot better for a lot of people.
Some of us are house.
Yeah.
You know.
I would consider myself house trash. I would consider myself basement trash.
I mean, by my standards, I'm Asian trash. I'm pretty. By my people's standards, I'm pretty fucking trashy.
Yeah, you live in a garage.
Well, a park garage. I live next to it's technically a home, but like half of the home's used as a garage. And the other half of my home's my actual living quarters.
Yeah.
But it's nice. I own it. I don't have to pay mortgage on it, and I'm happy in it.
Yeah.
It's cool during the summers. It has a nice draft, and it's warm during the winters.
Oh yes.
I wonder what Cee Cee's favorite season was. I never. Sometimes you know a guy and you go your entire life without ever asking them like the basic questions, like
that's
what's
the
your
thing.
favorite color?
No, yeah, because that's what I was asking a lot of questions. I was like, I want to draw him with beer. Did he like beer? I know he liked beer. Yes, Goodly, he liked beer. Oh, good. I'm gonna draw.
Especially people online. You ask, them for like esoteric things.
Oh
and
yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, what's their favorite? What was Cee Cee's favorite? I'm sure Ket probably knows.
Yeah.
What was his favorite season?
That's the thing is like with internet friends, they almost become like branded to a certain thing. Like I'm kind of the Onion guy. Ms. Mimi is sort of like the Doug Walker guy. When I see a slug, I think of Brains. When I see like Dragon Ball shit, I think of you. When I see a raccoon, I think of Joey. And I think whenever I saw like the what was his
Red
avatar?
Panda.
Yeah, the red
He was a
panda.
red panda.
Every time I saw a
think
red
of Cee
panda,
Cee.
yeah.
I actually do think of Cee Cee when I think
There
about
was
red pandas. Like even back, even like 3 years ago, I was like, yeah, no, that's Cee Cee. That's how I associated him in my head. I was like, oh, he's the red panda.
That's the thing is, I think at one point I was listening to like a drama channel about some fucking inconspicuous thing, and they had it kind of set up like us, where they were all in like a room, and there was a bunch of like bullshit in the background, and in the background there was like a picture of a red panda, and I remember DMing him being like, "Is this you? Do you know these guys?" And he was like, "No, why?" I'm like, "Oh, the panda. Looks, it's you."
He did have one of the better avatars out of all of us, though.
Yeah.
Like, he had a very cute avatar. Yeah, it was very much a juxtaposition to his tone of voice.
No, that's the thing is, I think that's what made it so kind of funny is because, like, I did imagine, because I've never really seen his face, and when you talk to people, you kind of imagine their avatars talking or something, and I always imagined him as, like, a big, like, actual, like, grizzly bear shaped red panda talking to me.
No, I just imagined a cute little red panda like standing on like a.
Yeah.
So here's my image of like of Cee Cee when he would be in VCs. So like Cee Cee would be the cute little red panda, and he'd be standing on top of a bunch of cardboard boxes with like a cute little headset on him. And he'd just talk in that very gravelly voice. And I'm like, that's very cute and also very funny.
Yeah, he's almost like like the raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy. What is it, Rocket Raccoon?
Yeah, kind of like that. Although I was imagining it more of like what was the show? It was like a Netflix show with like all the cute little. It was made in Japan, and it was the
Oh
like
yeah,
those
there was
cute little
another. That
animals.
was another Red Panda show where it was like the office lady that had a lot of
That's
repressed
what I thought
anger.
about. That's also what I think about. I'm like, yeah, no,
Yeah.
this is kind of like Cee Cee.
Yeah, that's Lady Cee Cee, I think. Uh,
I mean, same helm. I share that sentiment.
yeah.
And also, Cash says, "I'm not gonna say much knew the guy, as I knew the guy, and I'm just trying
Yeah.
to remain respectful."
Hmm.
Yeah, I
You
guess
did
this
a-
is us just kind of. I guess it's now devolving into us just kind of rambling about
Yeah.
Cee Cee, just
Well, that's what I
random
think-
things we knew about the guy.
You know, we can't be too suit and tie about it, or else that's not what he would have wanted either. So
Yeah.
it's. I think we're kind of like we had our sphincters tightened, and now we're untightening the sphincters. You know, untighten the sphincters, pull back the curtain. By the way, Helm, you did a really great job on his stills. You made him really cute. He has like sleepy eyes. You know, he was pretty chill. A chill dude.
Yeah, no, he was. He was definitely one of the more tempered of all of us.
Yeah. He'd been through it. He'd seen it all. Yeah. And Joey's saying, "Wish I got to meet him. Seems like a stand-up guy." Yeah.
Yeah, he was a stand-up guy. He was also a stand-up comedian. He was very
He
funny.
was. Yeah. Was he a comedian?
He was a. Well, no, he wasn't literally a comedian, but he was a very funny
Yeah.
guy. That's what
He
I'm trying
could have
to
been. That's the thing is, I feel like there are a lot of people in this like larger community that if they really took the chance and stood up in front of a microphone, they would kill. You know.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no. Yeah. No. Cee Cee would have been a
Yeah.
fucking murderer
Yeah.
had he been allowed on a mic.
Oh yeah.
He would have. We would have fucking died if
Yeah.
we all met in real life. I feel like Cee Cee would be like one of the guys that would get up on the mic and just murder us. With, like
He'd kill.
the humor. Like
Yeah.
yeah. No. He
He'd
was
decimate.
a killer comedian.
Yeah.
He was a killer. He was a.
Even though we can't think of any of the jokes, and the ones that we do remember, we can't tell live. Despite,
Well,
all of this.
Well, Cee Cee had a very distinct way of telling a joke that I couldn't replicate. Like it was,
Yeah.
almost everybody has a very distinct way, but his was like distinct.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't quite stand up, but it wasn't quite
Yeah.
like the best way I could describe it was almost like how like Vinny from Fine Sauce would tell
Yeah.
a joke.
'Cause
Kind
very-
of in that way.
Because he's very, like, monotone, right? He doesn't have, like, a lot of inflection in his voice, but he's got, like, sort of a cadence of speaking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of the closest thing I could think of.
Yeah.
Mushroom has something to say. All this talk of comedians brings to mind the one Norm Macdonald quote: "If you die of cancer, the cancer also dies."
Yeah.
To me, it's not a loss. That's a draw.
That's the draw. That's
I mean,
right.
I think Cee Cee would share that sentiment. It would be
Yeah.
a draw.
That's what you could say. He fought so bravely that the cancer just called it a draw.
He was like, "Fuck it, I'm done."
Yeah, and he was like, yeah, good enough for me.
He's like, that's a.
So what were the other two songs again? I have, I've got Vid Noir, and then it was like something
Go
about
up.
Leave in the Lily Pads or something. Wade in the Water. Let's play Wade in the Water. No, we shouldn't do that.
It was My Cosmic Autumn Retribution by Flaming Lips.
Very nice. My Cosmic...
Any more song requests?
My Cosmic Autumn Rebellion? I have Rebellion.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We'll do Kets first, of course.
Yeah.
We'll do Kets first.
This is sort of a last call for alcohol, I guess.
Yeah, last call because
Yeah.
I've brain dumped enough. I think.
It's been like an hour, I think. This isn't
If anybody's got
necessarily.
anything else they want to say? Yeah, it's not going to be like a long stream. This is going
Yeah.
to be a short stream.
Because it's not necessarily like the happiest of I mean, we probably could have been more jovial about it, but like I said, there's multiple ways we could have done it, And
Ket's got something to,
Ket.
at least a little bit lighter news to say.
Yeah. Okay.
Somewhat
Good.
semi-related note: my mom's cancer is almost gone. Couple of rounds of chemo, and she'll go into remission. That's really good. You know, I had a member that, family member that kind of had that happen. Well, she's a lot. Oh, she's like cancer-free now. She was cancer-free a few months ago.
Yeah.
So it's we take the little wins. We take the little wins. We can take it. Yeah, that's a good jovial note to kind of start wrapping things up on.
To quote the Black Knight from the Holy Grail, all right, we'll call it a draw. Yeah. The Black. That's one of the lesser quotes. Everybody quotes. Everybody does the it's a flesh wound.
Flesh wounds.
Yeah.
It's like that scene also has that scene has a lot of really funny stuff in it.
It does, yeah. And his crest is like, I forget what it was. Like, he has a specific animal on his crest that is known for like not backing down from a fight. So it like ties into the joke really good. The Holy Grail is a really good movie, but I feel like it's kind of hampered by the fact that it's one of those films that people
everybody will quote to death.
They have 5. It's like Airplane is a great fucking movie, and then somebody's just like, and don't call me Shirley. I'm like, all right, it's all right, buddy, Yeah.
No, I just hope that this did Cee Cee at least some level of justice. That's my only hope with this stream is that if nothing else, we can maybe hope that this at least on some level did him at least a small amount of justice, as much as an internet live stream can do for a guy.
I mean, because that's the thing is we're not necessarily his family, but people remember him, people know about him enough to say something, say a few words. I think that makes all the difference.
Oh, Static has a little something
Static.
to share.
Oh, would you like to read it?
I'll let you read.
IDK if this matters, but my father had cancer in his lungs as well. Luckily, we were able to get it early, at least from what I've heard. That's good. People are making it. They're fighting that cancer.
Cancer treatment's getting better, guys.
Yeah.
Who knows? Sometime in the century, we'll maybe, if not a cure, we'll be able to treat it very easily.
Yeah, cancer's taking L's all around.
Yeah, that's the one L's we want to see. Cancer is a bitch, and to anyone going through it with a loved one or yourself, I wish you nothing but the best. Yeah, it's same thing. Okay. Yeah. Same thing. Same thing to, my condolences to Cee Cee, to Lady Cee Cee.
Yeah. We've got Velocity. We've got Velociraptor in here. She hasn't been here in a while. Hey, how you doing? Sorry. Oh, I interrupted you.
Oh, no. No. I interrupted you. It's my bad.
Yeah.
I'll let you finish what you were saying.
Oh, I don't know what the hell I was saying. I was just rambling about nothing.
You were just saying, I was like, oh, hey, Velociraptor.
Yeah, I was just saying hi, yeah. They haven't been here in a while, yeah.
Joey says it doesn't matter if you're blood or not. Friends are friends. Depends on the friends. Depends on how close, the friends are to family.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the thing. So, some friends are acquaintances. Some friends are, like, practically family. I mean, this is the thing is, like, whenever there's a holiday, my family, we go meet up with this other family that, my mom, is really good friends with their mom. And so we kind of became almost like extended family. We'd go everywhere.
It's kind of like an auntie. It's more of an auntie at that point.
Yeah, that sort of thing. They both met because, like, my mom has, like, a triplets, and their mom has triplets. So they kind of met at, like, a triplet, I guess, fucking, what is it? Like some kind of help group, some sort of, the word is escaping me, but yeah, we would, and then it was crazy because we'd all, like, go out together, like, both families, and then people kept mistaking the two, because it would just be her and the other person, and people would mistake them for, like, two lesbians sometimes. It's like, wow, you adopted all those kids? And they're like, what? What do you mean?
That's the one thing about having really close friends and you're the same gender is that people think that you're gay.
Oh yeah. It's like that fucking one quote from the I forget who said this, but yeah, you show two men holding hands, every porn addict is going to assume, you're gay.
Velocity. I guess to add on to what you were saying. No, he was a great guy, one of the best among us.
Yeah.
We are gonna keep the VOD up, so if you
Yeah.
we're gonna keep the VOD up. We're gonna. I'd recommend watching through like the earlier parts if you really want to get a lowdown and like looking at chat and seeing what Ket and the other guys were saying.
And if you're the kind of if you're the kind of person that likes lolcow content, go see Cee Cee's Pixel Tavern because there's still some videos out.
Yeah, there's some archives.
Yeah, I think at one point he watched like Shrek Retold. I don't know if that was on his channel or that was on another channel because he's kind of like us. He sort of made the rounds to all the little islands of streamers.
We should probably link his channel in the description.
I will. I'll link his channel when this comes out. Yeah, when this is a VOD.
Or I think we can link in a chat as well.
Yeah.
I think.
What was the third song, by the way? Because I know there was like Vidnor, and then there was The Flaming Lips of Cosmic Autumn. And then was there a third one somebody wanted?
I'll have to see.
Yeah. It's gonna be a minute. I'm gonna have to like put the playlist together.
My Cosmic Autumn Retribution.
Yeah.
So we got.
If there's like a minute of silence after this, I apologize, but I have to put them all in.
Yeah, we're kind of getting ready to start closing up stream.
Yeah.
Shortly.
It's not. This isn't exactly a happy stream to do, but Cee Cee, I
high
think.
Energy stream.
Yeah, but Cee Cee deserves it. He deserves, mourners.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, he deserves far more mourners than even us.
Yeah, because that's the thing is that used to be. I forget whether it was in Egypt or something like. A very rich person would die. Their family would pay them to like have mourners at their funeral, like professional people that would really do. Oh my God, he's dead. All the whole thing. And it's funny because they didn't even know him, but that was a sign of status back then.
Also, I linked the YouTube channel.
Oh, good, yeah.
Chat. Go sub to good old Cee Cee. Go make him proud.
Give him a nice sub. All right.
I'm gonna sub to him right now. I'm surprised I never did.
I mean, he was one of those people. I don't think he was necessarily that like serious about it. He did it as a hobby, like most of us do.
Yeah, like me. But Yeah.
It sucks that he.
To be fair,
wasn't...
though, I don't think I've ever subscribed to you, Goodly.
Oh no, you haven't. No.
I thought something falling was you banging your desk.
No. That was me hitting my head and falling down and dying. Yeah, that was... I'm sorry, buddy. That's a lot of blood. Oh, jeez, that's a lot of blood. Okay. No, I fucking picked up an iPhone and then put it down. I don't know. I guess I'm just fidgeting now. Anyway. Yeah. So, I guess, how are we going to end it? Keep it classy and cheers.
Classy. Cheers.
Yeah.
Take care, everybody. And next stream, it'll be a much, happier stream. We'll be back to normal.
We're going to play...
Keep it classy, everybody. Cheers.
Oh, yeah. All right, see ya. And if there's a few minutes of just silence, just remember I'm putting the playlist together, so...
Yeah, we're putting it together.
Welcome to the internet. Have a look around. Anything that brain of yours can think of can be found. We've got mountains of content, some better, some worse. If none of it's of interest,
Everything around us will die. Only a fool believes that he is different from the birds in the sky. All those birds go chasing some better sunny days. You can't hear them singing, 'cause they've all gone away. But this one bird didn't leave you. It stayed through the winter time. You can't hear it sing, but you can hear it as it flies. So don't you believe them? They'll destroy you with their lies. They only see the obvious. They see the sun go down, but they don't see it rise. soon everything around us will die. Only a fool believes that he is different from the birds in the sky. All those birds go chasing some better sunny days. You can't hear them singing, 'cause they've all